Contenders. I'm your host, Peg Young. Well, recently the trend is for lazy appliances, which are appliances that cut down on your housework, such as vacuums that you set on the floor and they vacuum the room by themselves, or digital cameras that'll take pictures by the sound of your voice. Very interesting because it's in contrast to the well-being movement, and that is encouraging us to move around more. Well, it's interesting to think about. Let's welcome today's contenders onto our stage. Welcome to our stage. We have the Convicts, Adam Hopgood and Brian Kelly. That is not to say you are convicts, but you are the convict team.
No criminal past here.
No,
not that I know of, anyway, Adam.
Yeah, we got the name from the convict colony that is Australia originally, and I'm from Australia, and also many of the convicts were
from Ireland, which is where I'm from.
Ah,
so.
I see a bit of international history.
Yeah.
All right, welcome to our stage, Convicts team.
Thank you.
And we see a contrast here on our stage. We have the Convicts going against the beloved team, Jung Hee-jung and Chris Low. And why beloved?
First of all, we all love Toni Morrison, the writer, and her novel Beloved. And we are all Christians, so it's God, we beloved child of God.
I see. Well, we have the beloved team and the Convicts team. Good luck to both teams, and let us begin our game. We start off with 10 multiple choice questions. We give you 50 points bonus if you get all 10 correct. Hopefully both teams will do that today. Convicts, you get to choose first. Q, U, I, or Z sets?
U, please.
All right, questions at U. Number 1. What causes water to flow downhill? 1, stones. 2, gravity. 3, God. 4, nature.
2, gravity.
Tough one?
A little, yeah.
Question 2.
They make it easier.
Of the following, according to the proverb, what did curiosity kill? 1, the cat. 2, the hamster. 3, the dog. 4, the rabbit.
Curiosity killed the cat.
And do you have any cats?
No, I don't. Not here. My cat died recently back home.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes, my dog ate him, so yeah.
Was that a joke?
That was a joke.
And question 3. Of the following, which is not an Australian entertainer? 1, Paul Hogan. 2, Russell Crowe. 3, Kylie Minogue. 4, Madonna.
Russell Crowe, number 2.
No, because you're wrong.
Final answer?
It's number 4, Madonna.
Oh, okay.
I'm just going to need a word.
Okay.
We had an exciting moment there.
Yeah, indeed we did.
And going on to question 4. Of the following, what is the next number in the sequence? 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13. 1, 14. 2, 15. 3, 16. 4, 17. If you're not sure, you can use chance. Final answer? Or chance?
Chance.
All right, we'll take away 2 of the incorrect choices. And final answer, please, Convicts team.
Okay, I'm going to go with 14.
Actually, this is a string of prime numbers, and the next one would be 17. You end this section with 30 points, but we've got lots of the quiz ahead. And beloved, it is your turn now. Which question set would you like?
Z.
Question set Z, number 1. Of the following, which sport uses the largest ball? 1, billiards. 2, baseball. 3, bowling. 4, softball.
Bowling.
Bowling.
And do you two bowl?
I did a little bit when I was a kid.
Just enough to know how big the ball is, right?
Yeah.
That's right. And going to question 2. Of the following, which character does not appear in the same story? 1. Peter Pan. 2. Tinkerbell. 3. Alice. 4. Captain Hook.
Alice.
Alice belongs in Wonderland. And going to 3. Of the following, if there is a basket of 13 apples and you take 3 of them, how many apples do you have? 1, 1, 2, 10, 3, 3, 4, 0.
Uh, 210. That's the right answer.
10. This is a question you have to listen carefully to.
Okay.
How many apples do you have if you've taken 3 of them and we were going for 3? And you end the section with 20 points. Convicts, you're in the lead with 30. Well, we're starting off on kind of even ground, right? And this next section is where we'll see how well you work together as a group, as a team. We'll give you a list of 20 words from a pre-chosen category. Please do not use words or phrases that we give you on the board unless it is in parentheses. And Convicts, it is your turn first.
Okay.
And your category is
L
L
words.
words. Yes.
L words.
Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Go.
Okay, gentleman and...
Lady.
Okay.
Looking.
Yes. Lemon and...
Lemon and lemonade.
No, type of stone. Lemon.
Lime.
And, yes. Climb up it, it's got rungs.
Ladder.
Okay.
Lips.
Yes. Very famous person from history. Think. Skip.
Pass. Yep.
Type of flower.
Lily.
Yes. A meeting with someone. You. A dangerous.
Liaison.
Yes. Type of animal doesn't change its spots, or maybe
Leopard.
it does. Yeah. Leopard. Type of sweet. Black.
Lolly.
Not very nice. Well, you may think.
Aniseed.
No. L.
Pass.
Okay. Pass. Type of fabric.
Linen. Linen.
No. Go another one. Very.
Long. Pass.
Skip. Star sign. Me.
Libra.
How would you know that? Libra. Yeah. Type of drink.
Lemonade.
No. Alcoholic drink. Very cheap.
Liquor.
You're no stranger to it.
Liquor.
No. Type of drink. Foster's.
Lager.
Yes.
Sorry.
Okay. Army. Army officer.
Lead. Lieutenant.
Yes. Okay. A game. Sticks. Throw the ball
lacrosse.
around. Very fast. Yes. Law.
Lawyer.
What you sign into.
You didn't quite get to legislature, and lace was what he was going for with the textile, and licorice, the sort of untasty
Licorice.
candy for you.
Oh,
I like it.
damn.
Licorice, sorry. Licorice.
Sorry.
And legend was the other word you skipped.
Legend.
However, you end the section with 150 points on the board. And, beloved, it's your turn. You picked a very interesting category, Jennifer Lopez. Are you a fan?
No, not really.
So I guess you did a little studying.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Sure.
Go.
Okay, an award, but it's a type of fruit. Starts with an R. It's a type. It's like pass. She dated this guy, Sean Combs.
Puff Daddy.
Yeah. She's from this part of New York.
Bronx.
Okay, short for her name.
J-Lo.
Okay. Oh boy, pass. Ben Affleck, Jennifer.
Bennifer.
Okay, she was in this movie. It means to be satisfied.
Enough.
Good. Okay. Not one of the actors we talked about, but he's a famous actor. Let's see. Pass on that one. This song, famous song, went platinum.
If you were my love.
If
you had my love.
Good, good. Okay, she was in this movie. She played a famous singer.
Selena.
Good. Okay, another movie with Ben Affleck, the second movie.
Wedding.
Not Gigi.
Georgia Girl.
Yeah. Okay, the fragrance, the perfume.
Low.
Okay, her latest CD.
J-Lo.
No. Latest one.
Latest one.
Yeah.
If you had then if you were mine then.
This is me then.
Yeah,
this is me then. And Let's Get Loud was the song.
Yeah.
Raspberry Award was what she was awarded for.
Yeah,
Bad movie. Beloved, you end this section with 110 points. Convicts, you are in the lead with 150. And now let's welcome Mr. David Huang onto our stage.
Hello,
Good to
Eun-young.
see you.
How are you?
Okay.
All right, guys, welcome to our stage. I want to make sure, it's a close game, by the way, but I want to make sure you guys have a good time, so I'm going to do my best. But by the way, I really appreciate your names because actually, although I was born in Korea, my citizenship is in the United States. And if you know the history of the United States, it was started by both convicts and those that were beloved, because it was started as a penal colony and also as a place where people were seeking religious freedom, if you remember correctly. So anyways, though, on with the game. The rules for our next section, the first team to buzz in will get the first chance to answer. If that team gets it wrong, that chance will be given to the other team. Now, if you both get it wrong, we're going to help you out with the help of a spelling hint. There's 15 questions in all, 30 points per question, and 5 seconds to answer each one. Got it?
Got it.
All right.
So let's have question number 1.
All righty. Question number 1 is about issues. Recently, exhorting residents to slim down in the year ahead, this island city government has mapped out the Great Citizens Campaign to lose 3 kilograms. The influence of an American lifestyle since the stationing of U.S. military in 1972.
Convicts.
Korea.
Beloved, it's your chance to answer. He'll finish the question.
Including the overusage of cars and the overconsumption of fast food has been large. What is this Japanese island famous for its people's longevity?
Beloved, 5 seconds. Beloved?
Hokkaido.
Hokkaido.
Now, let's take a look at the hint. This is the Japanese island. Convicts.
Okinawa?
And I mean, it's kind of laughable if you look at it, 3 kilograms, but it's a very big deal because Okinawa is known as the place where people had, boasted longevity, and now they've fallen to, I think, 20-something in the ranks. And beloved, I encourage you to take risks and buzz in quickly. And let's move on to question number 2.
Alrighty, question number 2 is about science. For this question, it may be helpful to think back about in your scientific experiments back in your school days, okay? This is a paper treated with a dye that measures the acidity.
Convicts.
Litmus paper.
Yes. If it's red, it's acidic. Blue, it's basic or alkaline. And moving right along to question 3.
Alrighty, question number 3 is about literature. Recently, remains of the plane this person operated for his last flight was discovered at the bottom of the sea located to the southeast of Marseille in France. Thus, the mystery surrounding the death of this person was finally cleared up. He is the writer of The Little Prince, and he disappeared in 1944 during the Second World War.
Beloved.
Saint-Exupéry.
Yes. Good to see you on the board, beloved. And let's move on to question 4.
Being literature majors, you might have kicked yourself for missing that one. Question number 4 is about sports. This Italian soccer star will retire at the end of this season. In March, he achieved his career objective of 200 goals in Italy's top soccer league. He, now 36, led Italy to the 1994 World Cup finals in the U.S.
Convicts.
Roberto Baggio.
Yes. Question number 5.
You know, it's a little bit of a shame. He had a brilliant career, but he's remembered for that
one penalty.
Penalty kick that he missed. I remember the announcement, Baggio, no! I mean, it's a shame. Anyways, though, moving on to question number 5. It's about titles. The actors who provide the voices for this...
Beloved.
Voiceover?
Convicts, it's your chance to answer. He'll finish the question.
Have stopped...
Convicts.
Simpsons? The Simpsons?
Yes.
Right.
They held up production of the 16th series, and what is your view on that?
It's been done. You know, I prefer South Park. It's much ruder and cruder.
I don't know. The Simpsons is, I think, probably the most successful cartoon on in the history of TV. So, the people who do the voices should get paid their due, I think.
Yeah.
So,
16 seasons.
Yeah.
I used to watch it religiously. So.
Yeah, definitely.
Moving on to question 6.
Question number 6 is about films. Double Oscar winner actor Sir Peter Ustinov, one of Britain's most respected actors, has died at the age of 82. He was honored with his first Academy Award nomination for his role as the Roman Emperor Nero in this film. The film was produced in 1950.
Convicts.
Spartacus.
Beloved, it's your chance to answer. He'll finish the question.
Produced in 1951 and is about the Roman Emperor Nero, based on an 1896 book by Heinrich Sienkiewicz. The title of this film in Latin means, "Where are you going?"
Beloved, 5 seconds. Beloved.
Quo vadis?
Question 7.
Question 7 is about companies. The market of email service is about to get a lot more competitive. This internet search engine...
Convicts.
Google.
Yes. Founded by Larry Page and Sergey Brin, they're going to start Gmail. And would you be willing to use Gmail?
If they give me more space in my Hotmail account.
Well, they do give you additional space nowadays.
Yeah. But you have to pay for it, I think.
Yeah.
I second
don't
that
wanna do
myself.
that.
If they give me more space than my Yahoo account, I'll go. So Gmail people, listen up.
Moving on to the next question.
All right, the next question, number 8, I believe, yes, is about person. Recently, it was reported that this singer may stage a concert tour.
Convicts.
Michael Jackson.
Yes. Selected the most foolish person on April Fool's Day.
It's amazing that, the impact that Michael Jackson has had in history, in the music history, is so profound that even with the pending criminal charges of child abuse, he's still getting invited to do tours. I think that's, pretty impressive. Anyways, moving on to question number 9. It is about countries. This month, the people voted for a new president to help...
Convicts.
Indonesia.
Beloved, it's your chance to answer. He'll finish the question.
To help guide this country through its first years as a member of NATO and the European Union. The country joined NATO in early April and it becomes an EU member on May 1st. Once it was united with the Czech Republic. What is this landlocked republic in Central Europe?
Beloved.
Slovakia?
Very good, and it's good to see you on the board. Let's move on to question 10.
Question number 10 is about health. A new study suggests getting plenty of this by eating foods like nuts and olive oil appears to cut...
Beloved.
Vitamin E?
Very good. Tocopherols is what we're looking for. And let's move on to question 11.
Question 11 is about cities. This city's official plan to introduce litter bins that say thank you when you deposit your rubbish in them. About 20 of the high-tech solar-powered bins will appear in the city streets in April. in a drive to raise people's awareness of the litter problem. What is this capital and chief urban center?
Convicts.
Berlin.
Well done.
And do you think that trash can saying thank you will encourage you to not litter on the streets?
I'll feel nicer about it, I guess. I
Feel
feel better
kind of
about
good.
myself, you know.
Yeah.
And do you agree?
I don't like to litter, so.
No, but I agree. I think it will help a little bit because even like in Korea, for instance, I'm driving around and when, sometimes the driving gets kind of crazy here and people cut me off and even though they did it illegally, if they say I'm sorry, wave their hand or, put on their blinkers, I feel a lot better. So, if a trash can said thank you, I think I feel better about not littering. No?
Manners.
All right, that's just
And
me.
moving on to question 12.
Question number 12 is about astronomy. A satellite that would put this theory to the test was ready to be launched since it was first proposed in 1959, but the project has been aborted and delayed many times because of technical hiccups. Einstein proposed in 1916 that space and time form a structure that can be curved by the presence of a body. What is this theory?
Convicts.
Theory of relativity.
Yes. Which is?
It's Einstein's theory.
E equals
It's
MC
science-y.
squared.
Yeah, E equals something.
Sorry to put you on the spot like that. Going to question number 13.
All right, question number 13 is about game. Recently, contenders were flexing their fingers and owning their reactions in preparation for the ultimate video game challenge. For the uninitiated, the idea of this is that two players try to get a ball, or rather a square white blob past the other.
Convicts.
Pong.
How do you know about the
I
game?
was this close to saying ping. Jeez, but I've...
It's a 70s game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Did you
was the
ever
first.
play it?
Never, no. Too young, far too young.
Or were you good enough to consider going out and being a contender in Pong?
Oh, heck no.
Going to question 14.
All right, question 14 is about music. A lost musical score by this composer.
Beloved.
Bach.
Yes. In the papers of a Japanese musician. And let's move on to our last question.
Man, you guys didn't give me a chance to read today. One sentence in, peep. Okay, here we go. Number 15 is about foods. The Consumers Association of the UK has said that the 5 biggest makers of this food, including Nestle SA and Kellogg Company.
Convicts.
Chocolate? No.
Beloved, it's your chance to answer. He'll finish the question.
Sell the worst blank for children because of their high levels of salt, sugar, and fat. It is a food made from this grain and eaten especially at breakfast, usually with milk. What is this?
Beloved, 5 seconds.
Cereal.
Beloved?
Cereal.
And beloved, it was a great game. However, Convicts, you get to go into the finals. Congratulations. Beloved, what do you want to say to your fans?
We had fun, so yeah, it was cool.
Thank you very much for joining us today. It's
Thank
great
you.
having you. And Convicts, you will be going against our multi-time winner, Whitlams team. How do you feel?
We're shocked and appalled we got here, but we're happy to be here.
We're big Kev excited, as we'd say in Australia.
All right, well.
As you only say in Australia.
Only.
Thank God.
Well, we'll be right back after this with the Convicts team. Final stage, Convicts team. Let's welcome back the Whitlams. It's great to see you back on our stage, Scott Nepple and Ryan Hatcher. So this is your attempt at win number 3 in a row. So how do you feel?
We're a bit nervous, but we'll give it our best.
Well, good luck to you, Whitlams. Good luck to you, Convicts. Let us get to our final section. Well, in our final section, we give you 5 categories of questions, 5 questions each, ranked in difficulty 10 to 50 points. So what are today's categories?
All right, today's categories are Better to Give, A+ Word, Art and Artists, World History, and Movie Trivia.
Fascinating categories. They are ranked in difficulty. You don't have to choose them in order. As long as you get the first question correct, you can choose any one of them. And I will choose the first one. Let's go with Better to Give, 10 points. This person gave to the Shrine of the Virgin in eastern Cuba, where he lived. Nobel Prize money he had won for the novel The Old Man and the Sea. Whitlams.
Ernest Hemingway?
He had a great quote, actually. You don't ever have a thing until you give it away, is what you said. Do you agree?
Yeah, I think that's true.
It's a very wonderful phrase, sentence. And Whitlams, it's good to see you on the board. You get to choose.
I will stay with the same category for 20.
All right, Better to Give, 20 points. This German physicist, who achieved his major work in 1895 and initiated a scientific revolution in doing so, refused to apply for any patents in connection with the discovery or to make any financial gain out of it. But if virtue is its own reward, it is sometimes its only reward. For him, despite winning a Nobel Prize for his feat, he died poor. Who is this person who invented the X-ray? Discovered. Convicts.
Wilhelm or Willem Röntgen. The pronunciation is so bad there, but Röntgen.
Whitlams, 5 seconds. Whitlams?
It's not Curry, is it?
No. Convicts, you're very close. 5 seconds, both teams. Convicts.
William Rogerton.
Whitlams, 5 seconds. It is Willem Röntgen. Very close. I think you had the name in mind. Why don't we go with A+ Word for 10 points.
This tree, growing somewhat larger than the peach tree and living longer, is strikingly beautiful when in flower. It's nuts.
Whitlams.
Apricot?
Convicts, it's your chance to answer. He'll finish the question.
Its nuts are of 2 types, sweet and bitter. Sweet ones are the familiar edible type, used also in cooking as well as in breakfast cereals and pastries. It provides small amounts of protein, iron, calcium, phosphorus, and vitamin B, and are also high in fat. What is this nut?
Convicts, 5 seconds. Convicts?
The almond tree.
Yes. And you have 10 points evenly. Convicts, you get to choose.
We'll go for 20, thank you.
A+.
A+ Word,
sorry.
20 points.
The major use of this is as a fertilizer. It is most commonly applied directly to the soil from tanks containing the liquefied gas. In the textile industry, it is used in the manufacture of
Whitlams.
Acrylic?
Convicts, it's your chance to answer. He'll finish the question.
manufacture of synthetic fibers such as nylon and rayon. In addition, it is employed in the dyeing and scouring of cotton, wool, and silk. It is a colorless gas with a pungent odor composed of nitrogen and hydrogen. What is this?
Convicts, 5 seconds.
Aragon.
It is open now to both teams. We're looking for a 4-syllable word. Colorless gas with a pungent odor. Starts obviously with A. We use this in fertilizer.
Ammonium?
Whitlams.
Ammonium nitrate.
Convicts, 5 seconds. Convicts.
Ammonium. I know that's what he just.
Ammonia. Ammonia. Ammonia was known to the ancients, who derived both the name and the substance from sal ammoniac, which was produced at the temple of Jupiter Ammon in Libya by the distillation of camel dung. And why don't we go with art and artist for 10 points. This is a quote. "I am so rich that I just wiped out 100,000 francs," said this artist after making a new picture he didn't like disappear from the canvas. He is the Spanish expatriate painter, sculptor, printmaker, ceramicist, and stage designer, one of the greatest and most influential artists of the 20th century. Convicts.
Pablo Picasso.
Yes. Creator along with Brock of Cubism. And Convicts, you have the lead and you get to choose.
A+, word for 30.
A+ word, 30 points.
Many early civilizations used this device. In ancient Roman culture, it was a sand-covered wax tablet or a marked table or a grooved table or tablet. A simplified form of this was used in medieval England. It consisted of a tablet ruled into spaces representing the positions of the counters. Coins, buttons, stones, or other small objects were moved to make calculations.
Whitlams.
Abacus.
Yes. Still used in China, Japan, and Korea. Whitlams, do you use the abacus to do your sums?
I learned how to do that in math class a long time ago, but I don't know now.
I never learned it, but you know, people that I know, or I've heard that people that use the abacus well say that it's more easier to use than the calculator. It's faster, in fact.
It
So
helps
they
you
say.
organize your sums. And Whitlams, you get to choose.
I will go with better to give for 30 points.
Better to give, 30 points. When he learned in 1905 that one of his company's batteries was defective, this person offered to refund all buyers. From his own pocket, he returned $1 million. He began his career in 1863 in the adolescence of the telegraph industry, when virtually the only source of electricity was primitive batteries putting out a low voltage current. In addition, Convicts.
James Watt.
Whitlams, it's your chance to answer. I'll finish the question. He created the world's first industrial research laboratory. Who is this American inventor? Whitlams.
Thomas Edison.
Yes. From his workshops and laboratories emanated the phonograph, the microphone, the incandescent lamp, among other things. Whitlams, you get to choose.
A+ word for 40 points.
A+ word, 40 points.
A phobia is an exaggerated, persistent, and overpowering fear of, well, just about anything. This is the fear of being in an embarrassing situation, which is characterized by avoiding public places.
Whitlams.
Agoraphobia.
And it's derived from the word meaning a public square or marketplace, considered an integral component of ancient Greek cities. And Whitlams, you get to choose.
Excuse me. Better to give for 40 points, please.
Better to give, 40 points. This person made his first contribution to a philanthropic cause at the age of 16, which was in 1855. By the time he died, 82 years later, the oil magnate had given away Whitlams.
Rockefeller.
More than $53 million. He's known for the Standard Oil Company. And Convicts, I encourage you to buzz in quickly. Since the Whitlams is more used to our questions and buzzing system, they're quicker with a buzzer, so you've got to take the chance. And Whitlams, you have to choose.
Better to give for 50 points, please.
Closing the category of better to give, 50 points. This person devoted so much of his money and his energy to the establishment of this humanitarian agency that his textile business failed and he was reduced to pauperism. He was a co-winner of the first Nobel Peace Prize in 1901 and left the honorarium to charities, not to his family. He is the Swiss humanitarian founder of the Red Cross. Who is this philanthropist? Founder of the Red Cross, 2-syllable last name, as well as first name. Last name starts with D. I believe the prevailing language in Switzerland is French. D, 2 syllables. Convicts.
Didier?
Whitlams, 5 seconds. Whitlams.
Defay?
Duna. Henri Duna was the man. Why don't we go with art and artist for 20 points? If he was not so famous as the inventor, this person would be remembered for introducing the daguerreotype process into the United States from France, and for his notable portrait paintings. Whitlams.
Samuel Morse?
Yes. And he was a professor of painting and sculpture at the University of the City of New York. Interesting fact. And Convicts, I encourage you to take the chance and buzz in. And Whitlams, you get to choose.
A+ word for 50 points, please.
Closing the category of A+ word, 50 points.
This figure in Greek legend is described variously as the son of Inachus, Agenor, or Arestor, or as an aboriginal hero. He was appointed by the goddess Hera to watch the cow into which Io had been transformed, but he was slain by Hermes. His eyes were...
Convicts.
Achilles?
Whitlams, it's your chance to answer. He'll finish the question.
His eyes were transferred by Hera to the tail of the peacock. His surname derives from the 100 eyes in his head or all over his body. In Greek, this figure's name means all-seeing. What is this name?
Whitlams, 5 seconds. Whitlams.
Panops? I don't know.
It is Argus, or Argus Panoptes. And this Argus was often confused with the son of Niobe, who gave his name to the city of Argos. And why don't we go with movie trivia for 10 points?
Hello Contenders, my name is Kim Young-il. I'm sure seeing a movie is a hobby enjoyed by many people all around the world. So even if you're not a huge movie buff, I'm sure you'll still have preferred actors and directors from your favorite films. Through today's questions, we'll check just how much you know about movies. Perhaps you could call yourself a movie buff if you get all these questions right. Shall we start? This film was written by Civil War Union Army General Lew Wallace. It was made into a film twice. In 1926, the film was made into a silent film at a cost of $3.5 million. At the same time, the most expensive silent film ever made. A second version of this was made at a cost of $15 million, starring Charlton Heston as Judah blank and Stephen Boyd as Messala. It won the Oscar for Best Picture and in total of winning 11 Oscars.
Convicts.
Ben-Hur?
And Convicts, it's good to see you on the board. You get to choose.
Movie trivia for 20, please.
Movie trivia, 20 points.
This person is the only person to have a #1 music album and a #1 film at the box office in the same week. It happened during the last week of January 2001. She starred in the film...
Convicts.
Let's see, Nicole Kidman.
Whitlams, it's your chance to answer. He'll finish the question.
And also had a #1 album, JLO, which endured in that spot for 2 weeks. Who is this actress and singer born in Bronx in 1970?
Whitlams, 5 seconds.
Jennifer Lopez.
And Whitlams, you get to choose.
We'll go with art and artists for 30.
Art and artists for 30 points. This word is derived from the French word rocaille, which denoted the shell-covered rockwork that was used to decorate artificial grottos. This is a style in interior design, the decorative arts, painting, architecture, and sculpture. Whitlams.
Rococo?
Yes. Characterized by lightness or daintiness and grace and elegance. And it developed in Europe during the 18th century as a reaction against Baroque art. And Whitlams, you get to choose.
World history for 10, please.
World history, 10 points.
Spanish conquistador Jimenez de Quesada discovered this rooted vegetable while exploring the Andes Mountains.
Whitlams.
Potato.
Yes. It is one of the main food crops, and it was taken back to Europe. And Whitlams, you get to choose.
World history for 20.
World history, 20 points.
Spanish explorer Garcia de Lopez de Cardenas was the first European to see this in 1540. He was sent north from Mexico by Francisco Vázquez de Coronado in search of the fabled 7 cities of Cibola. He and his party spent 3 days at this place trying to get down to the river until their depleted supplies forced them to give up.
Convicts.
The Grand Canyon.
Yes. The High Plateau region, northwestern Arizona of the U.S. Convicts, you get to choose.
World history for 30, please.
World history, 30 points.
The legend of this 12th century English bandit hero was...
Convicts.
Robin Hood.
Yes. And convicts, you get to choose.
World history for 40, please.
Moving on to world history, 40 points.
The British spy, Major John Andre, was captured and hanged after negotiating a deal with Benedict Arnold for the surrender of this U.S. fort or military post during the American Revolutionary War. It became U.S. government property in 1790, and a military academy was established there in 1802.
Whitlams.
West Point.
Yes. It's located in Orange County, New York. Military location, and Whitlams, you get to choose.
Movie trivia for 30 points.
Movie trivia, 30 points.
In 1946, this person directed and starred in the film Henry V. He was nominated for Best Actor, and the film was nominated for Best Picture, both lost. Towards the end of the ceremony, however, an honorary Oscar was awarded to him. He was shocked, to say the least. He, a towering figure of the British stage and screen, acclaimed in his lifetime as the greatest English-speaking...
Whitlams.
Laurence Olivier.
Yes. Sir Laurence Olivier went on to star in 3 additional Shakespearean film adaptations: Hamlet in 1948, Richard III in 1954, and Othello. And Whitlams, you get to choose.
Movie trivia for 40.
Movie trivia, 40 points.
Dial M for Murder, starring Ray Milland, Grace Kelly, John Williams, and Robert Cummings, was the only Hitchcock movie filmed in blank. This process, which explains the prevalence of low-angle shots with lamps and other objects between us and the cast members. It is motion picture process that gives a blank quality to film images. It is based on the fact that humans perceive depth by viewing with both eyes. What is blank?
When we use our eyes to look at something, convicts.
3-dimensional.
Yes, or stereoscopic. 3D, stereoscopic, and convicts. You have a choice, 4 questions.
World history for 50.
Closing the category, world history, 50 points.
This dynasty began when Pope Gregory X, in order to find support for a new crusade and to secure a counterweight to the King of Sicily, persuaded the German princes to elect Count Rudolph of Blank emperor in 1273. It is one of the principal sovereign dynasties of Europe from the 15th to the 20th centuries. Its name is derived from the ancestral castle in Arago, Switzerland. What was this royal German family?
Whitlams.
Habsburgs.
The House of Habsburg, Austria, and Whitlams. Which will you have?
Art and artist for 40.
Art and artist for 40. This artist was born in Moscow in 1866. He was one of the first creators of pure abstraction in modern painting. Whitlams.
Kandinsky.
Painted composition 4 in 1911. And Whitlams, you have a choice of 2 questions.
Art and artist for 50.
Closing the category, art and artist, 50 points. The earliest works of art are Paleolithic animal paintings discovered in prehistoric caves in Lascaux in southern France and this cave in northern Spain. They're superb and date from 30,000 to 10,000 BC. The cave, discovered by a hunter in 1868, was visited in 1875 by Marcellino da Sottola, a nobleman from Santander who found animal bones and flint implements there. What is this cave? Famous for its magnificent prehistoric paintings. We are looking for not Lascaux in France, but this cave in northern Spain. 4 syllables, starts with A. Convicts.
No, Andalusia.
Whitlams, 5 seconds. Altamira is what we were looking for in Spain. And we've got just one left on the board. Movie trivia, 50 points.
This person is the only Oscar winner and knighted figure to have portrayed Hitler on screen. He did so in 1973 in the film Hitler, The Last 10 Days. After winning an Oscar in 1957 for Best Actor in the film Bridge on the River Kwai, he was knighted by Queen Elizabeth.
Whitlams.
Alec Guinness.
And he's known for being Obi-Wan Kenobi. And Whitlams, with that, you have won again. Congratulations.
Various prizes are awaiting our winning contenders. Your first win will take you on a trip to Jeju Island. Your second win to Japan. Your third win will take you to China. And on your fourth win, you'll win a trip to Southeast Asia. On your fifth win, a trip to Hawaii. Your sixth win, a trip to the United States. And on your seventh win, you'll take the grand prize of a tour of Europe. We hope many of you join us.
And Convicts, it was a very close game for the most part. It proved very challenging for you to go against repeated winners. Convicts, what do you want to say to your supporters?
Hello to everyone in Bar Roxon in Anyang, and at my school in Pyeongchang, OSSEC.
And then Anyang ECC.
And everyone else that's watching, just
And
heading.
g'day to the All-Stars, our soccer team. So.
All right. Well, thank you very much for joining us today. And Whitlams, you have 3 wins now. How do you feel?
Damn good, damn good.
All right, in a G rating way, how do you feel?
Very good. Very good.
All right, well, congratulations again on your 3 wins. With that, Whitlams has won 3 times in a row. We'll see what happens next week. Have a great week and enjoy the season. Bye-bye.